Hello everybody, welcome back to Modern Meta Matchups, and on today's episode we have Blue-White Affinity taking on Mono Red Prowess. I'm going to be playing the Affinity deck featuring cards like Thought Monitor. We also have a Stoneforge package. So we're playing Stoneforge Mystic and some of the equipment that we might want to grab in more of an Affinity style deck. Ooh. As well as Urza Saga and some of the cards that go with that. So taking a lot of good elements, trying to smush them together into one deck.
Yeah, on my end, I'm playing basically classic red. I'm playing all the really good prowess creatures. I also get to play Reckless Impulse and light up the stage, so I get to play that whole Impulse style deck off the top of my library. And hopefully I get your life total to 0, but we'll see how that goes.
And if you like these videos, you can let us know very easily by hitting that thumbs up, give us that like. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And if you are, feel free to share this video with some of your friends.
Yeah, absolutely. And since you're down there, please leave us a comment. Tell us how we're doing with all of our videos. And check out our Patreon. We have some really amazing things going on over there.
And without any further ado, let's get into game one.
Let's do it.
All right, Arven has won the die roll, unfortunately, even though I'm calling some shenanigans.
What?
But I get to go 4th and 6th, maybe even 2nd.
You might go 2nd. I'll take all the odd numbers, though.
You sure?
I think so.
I will let you switch just this one time.
I'm good. Speaking of good, this hand is not. I'm gonna mulligan.
I think this is good enough for me to keep, so I'll give it a shot. So my opening hand here in game 1 is pretty decent. I only have 2 lands, but it's a Razortide Bridge and a Darksteel Citadel. So they're both artifact lands. This might be able to help me out later on in the game. I also have 2 Stoneforge Mystics in this hand, so even if he takes out one, I still have a backup Stoneforge. I've got a Metallic Rebuke to maybe counter some sort of spell in this game. Maybe it'll save my life, we'll see. I've also got a Mishra's Bauble and a Nettle Cyst, so pretty good hand. I even have an extra card that I can put into play with that Stoneforge because of my Nettle Cyst in my hand. I'm excited to see what happens here.
Let's go to 6.
Let's see if we can get another great hand like the first one.
I'm hoping it's a little bit better than the first one. And you know what? My dreams have been realized. It is much better than the first one. I'm going to keep this. And I think we're actually going to put this card to the bottom. So for my game 1 hand, I did have to go down to 6, and my 6 I'm not too proud of, but I do have 2 lands, 1 Den of the Bugbear and 1 Mountain. And in my spells department, I do have 1 Mishra's Bauble and 2 Monastery Swiftspear. And if the game does go long, I do have 1 Bedlam Reveler, so that should be pretty sweet to catch me up. And the card I put to the bottom is actually going to be my Scolding Tarn. Again, I'm not too proud of this hand, but I hope it gets there. So I'm going to lead things off with a land for the turn. Right. And then play a Monastery Swiftspear.
Yep.
And after that, how about a Mishra's Bauble? I get a Prowess trigger.
You got it.
I'm going to go to combat.
Yep.
Take a Mighty 2.
I'm taking 2. Nothing awesome. I can do.
On the end step, I'm going to activate the Bauble and look at the top card of your library.
All right, this is what I've got.
Sounds good. I'll pass the turn.
I'm going to draw that card.
On your upkeep, also draw a card.
All right, I'm just going to lead off on a Razortide Bridge.
You got it.
And then I'll play a Mishra's Bauble of my own.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I will draw for the turn. Interesting. So we're going to play a land for the turn.
Yep.
And we're going to play another Swiftspear.
You've got another Swiftspear.
Move to the combat phase of my turn.
Yep.
Come in for 2.
No blocks declared.
You got it. You take 2.
Only taking 2.
Only
I'll
2.
take it. I'll take it.
And then I'm going to play a Dragon Rage Channeler.
Yep.
I'll pass.
Let's see what's on the top of your deck.
You got it. It's this card.
Okay. So on my upkeep, I'll draw.
Yep.
And then I'll draw for the turn.
Sounds good. Be nice. I don't have much going on. I'm down to 2 cards.
Yeah, could be better, could be worse. Unfortunately, I know your next card's pretty good.
No. Oh, you literally mean my next card.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. The one that I know about is, in fact, a good card.
Interesting. I like this.
But I don't think there's much I can do about it, which is sad for me. So I'll just play a Seacrum Coast here. And then I'll pay 2 mana And I'm going to play a Stoneforge Mystic.
That's kind of mean. You got it.
And when it enters, I'm going to go ahead and tutor up. I think here the best option might actually just be to go for a Shadow Spear.
You got it.
All right, and after that, I'm all set. Nothing else I can really do here. I'll just pass the turn.
All right. Well, let's see that good card. Ooh, that is a good card. Okay. I'm going to pay 2 mana. Play a Reckless Impulse. 3 triggers.
Yep.
I'm going to Surveil first.
Okay.
Do not need that Darcy.
All right.
And then let's reveal the top 2. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, that's a good one.
A couple of creatures.
I'm going to move them down here. I do have a land.
Well, at least you only have one other card in hand.
That's true. So I'm going to pay 1 and play that Soulscar Mage.
Yep.
Move to combat.
Yep.
I am not delirious, so I'm just going to come in for 4.
Just 4.
Just 4.
Unfortunately for me, I think I kind of just have to take this here, so
Okay.
I'm taking 4 again.
That's all I got.
Maybe not again, but I've taken 4 already. So
That's true. Go ahead.
all right.
What else you got for me? I know you can get Lifelink, which is,
I'm gonna go with the Darksteel Citadel.
you got it. Yeah, watch me destroy your lands. You and your indestructible land.
And then I'm just gonna play out the Shadow Spear here.
It's 2 mana to equip?
It is 2 mana,
Okay.
but I'm all done with my turn. I'm just gonna pass.
Draw for the turn. Okay. Interesting. So we are going to pay 1 and play the 3rd. Monastery.
You've got quite the collection of Swift Spears.
And I'm going to actually play out a Bauble. Triggers.
Yep.
I'm going to Surveil first. I don't particularly need that mountain. I would like to be delirious.
Yeah, you have the artifact, creature, sorcery, and land.
I do. Okay, so let's go to combat.
Yep.
Let's see what trickery you have up your sleeve. I'm going to send the team. These are each attacking in for 2. This is coming in the air for 3.
Well, if I get blown out, I get a blown out. Can't really beat it anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 to activate my Stoneforge.
Yep, let's see a Cauldron.
Nope, I just have an Edelcyst here.
Okay.
So it does come in with a Germ. And it gets +1/+1 for each artifact I control.
Which is quite a few.
Or
3.
enchantment. But I have 4 currently, 2 lands, Shadow
lands.
Spear, and Nettlecyst. So it is a 4/4.
It's pretty good.
I'd like to go to blockers.
Go to blocks.
I'm going to put it in front of the Soulscar Mage.
Yeah, not much I can do about that. Go to damage.
I'm taking 9.
You are, and my mage is actually going to die here.
Yeah. It's a lot of damage that I was hoping to not have to take, but
I mean, I'm okay with it. I think I will pass the turn. Unfortunately, I know one of your cards because of my earlier Bauble, so I feel like my graveyard's going to disappear.
yeah, at some point I might have to. So I'm just going to draw my card. All right, that seems good enough for now. Well, I'm going to play another land. It's another artifact, so I'll continue to grow my Nettlecyst.
I don't like this.
I'll then play my Relic of Progenitus that you know about.
Yeah, it seems pretty good.
It's another artifact. And then we'll go ahead and pay 2.
Yep.
We're going to equip this here Shadow Spear.
It seems good. It seems really good.
So currently we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
That's a
and then 7 from the Shadow Spear. So we've got a 7/7 Germ with lifelink.
Does not fly or trample or vigilant.
No, but
That's good.
I think I'm going to be safest to just attack here and deal with the repercussions maybe. Hope that you don't start chaining together spells. Either way, I'm kind of in trouble, so yeah, I think my best bet is actually just going to be to attack here.
Yeah, I got no
7.
blocks. I go to 13.
And I'll gain 7.
Yeah, that's the part I'm worried about. Okay.
And then I'll just pass the turn.
In your end step, let's take a look at the top card of your library.
I've got this.
Okay. I'm gonna go to untap,
Yep.
upkeep, draw a card,
You got it.
and then draw for the turn. Okay. Okay. So, we'll pay 1. We will play another Dragon Rage Channeler.
You got it.
And then a Mishra's Bauble. Triggers all around.
That is quite unfortunate.
Okay.
That happens, though.
2 surveils. I'm gonna keep that on top twice.
We don't want to see that.
Probably not. Let's see. So you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm guessing you're probably gonna pop the thing there, which is not good for me. So I'm gonna go to combat.
Yep.
I am gonna force your hand. I will send the team.
So currently attacking for
9.
3 plus an additional 6 of 9. I could obviously just eat my relic here, get a free block on the Darcy. Take presumably 6. I die to a bolt or a lava dart. If I try to block a Swift Spear and do the same thing, then I'm going to be taking 1 plus currently 5, but I'm still dead to a bolt. Because it would go up 5 damage from that. I'd also be dead to a lava dart because you can cast it twice. So I'm dead to either of those no matter what. I think my best option is going to be to activate the relic, exile the relic and all the graveyards.
They all go away.
I get to
shrinks.
draw the card you know about.
Which is a basic plains.
And then I will just take my free block here.
Yeah, you take 6.
I'll take my 6.
This will go to the graveyard, unfortunately. With that, I think I'm done here.
So this was an interesting combat. I was kind of going over my options. I have the Relic of Progenitus there, which I can simply activate, get rid of the graveyards, make it so that I have that free chump block, which is, or not chump block, but chump attack from him, which is what I ultimately ended up deciding to do. The reason I was so conflicted is, even though I only had 1 mana, I did have this Metallic Rebuke in my hand, and the ability to tap 2 other artifacts, so I could counter some sort of spell that Arven might try to play here. Ultimately, I decide, I think I'm just dead if he's got anything, even if I were to counter it. It's not going to be good for me because then I'm taking a bunch of damage in the air. I'm kind of chump blocking with my own creature just to prevent myself from dying and countering a burn spell. So in the end, I decided to exile that graveyard, block the Darcy, and hopefully heal up a little bit on the backswing. All right. I'll untap and draw. It's not the worst. It doesn't do a whole lot here. Actually, maybe I can just win now that I think about it.
It's kind of scary. Please don't do that.
So let's see. If I do this and that, I can do that. All right, I'm gonna lead off on a Springleaf Drum.
Yeah. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artifacts now, plus 7, so it's still...
Yep, yeah, I lost 1 and gained 1, so
Yep.
I'm still at 7 right now.
And it still has trample.
I'll then pay 2 mana. And I'm just going to play out another Stoneforge Mystic.
That's terrifying.
When this one enters, I'm going to go ahead and tutor up a Cauldron Complete. All right, and then I'll pay 2 mana. Using my brand new Stoneforge to make 1 of the mana.
Yeah, why do I feel like I'm gonna... Well, so far, I'm
And I'm going to
surviving.
activate the Stoneforge that's been hanging out
Yeah.
to put in the Cauldron that we just tutored up with the other Stoneforge.
Well, so far, I live at 1.
Yeah, we've got what? We've got 3 artifact lands, 4, 5, 6, 7 artifacts. So this is an 8.
Yep.
This is a 5. That would put you
13.
to...
If I block, I go to 1.
You go to 1. good thing for me is I do have a land drop still, and it is an artifact land. So I'm going to attack with my germs for 14.
I am going to cry softly and die. You got it. Let's go to game 2.
All right, we'll get into the sideboard and go to game 2.
So with my 2 Darcy Surveils here, I left a lightning bolt on top. I'm hoping Austin doesn't get this pop this relic. I get to kill him. Hint. Didn't happen. I ended up dying. Yay.
So for the sideboarding here, I'm taking out a couple of my slower cards because Arven is playing maybe one of the faster decks on the format.
I am.
So goodbye to Fairy Time Raveler, 3 mana to bounce a haste creature, or a 1 mana creature just doesn't really feel that good, or even if he's got a Bedlam Reveler, it's just bouncing a 2 mana, draw 3. Doesn't sound like a good idea. So Teferi, not great in this matchup, coming out. Metallic Rebuke is okay. A lot of the time it only costs 1 mana, but it does kind of require some setup. It's not really going to be 1 mana until I'm getting into turn 3 or 4 probably, when I have artifacts that I can just tap for no cost.
Mm-hmm.
So to bring in, I've got some engineered explosives because playing them on 1 deals with pretty much all of Arven's creatures. I can wipe the board very easily, whether it's early or late in the game. It's only going to cost a total of 3 mana to wipe Arven's board. And then Chalice of the Void, usually not really bringing it in to stop 1-drops, but in this case, I have plenty of ways to win that cost more than 1 mana. While Arven is very limited, the Chalice kind of, if I can keep his board clear, is going to just prevent him from winning the game, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble with that Chalice. On my end, I'm taking out 2 Crash Throughs because they're essentially redraws and giving my board trample. It's nice, but usually I'm a lot wider than you, so I can kind of outvalue you there. And also, I'm taking out a Reckless Impulse here, mostly because I have Light of the Stage, and there are a few more copies of this card, and what I'm bringing in is just much better than looking at 2 cards, which is 3 Shattering Sprees. As you saw, you beat me with artifacts, and Lifelink was kind of what did me in there. So if I can remove that early in the game, or even late in the game, I'm going to be pretty far ahead and hopefully take it down.
Plus, even though you don't know about Chalice necessarily, Shattering Spree does actually let you get around Chalice.
It does, so. It does.
Even though it's only 1 mana, the replicates won't be countered.
Mm-hmm. But the cool thing is, also I can get rid of this. Again, I don't know about it, but cool.
All right, let's get into game 2.
Hey, it didn't work out for me the first game. Let's see how going first the second game does.
You sure you don't want to take the even turns this time?
No, I'm good. I like the odd ones.
Oh, you are an oddball.
That is true. Interesting. I think I'm going to keep this one.
I think I'll keep as well. All right, so for game 2 here, I have 3 lands. They're all artifact lands, which doesn't really help me yet. Maybe it'll mean something later. I have 2 Darksteel Citadels, which is a little bit awkward because they are colorless, and I do have 2 mono white cards in this hand. I've got 2 Esper Sentinels. Thankfully, I do have a way to cast it with my Razortide Bridge, which unfortunately will come in tapped, so it'll slow me down just a little bit. The last 2 cards in my hand, one of them is very good. I've got Engineered Explosives, so if Arven's playing a lot of 1-drop creatures, I can just clear the board by turn 3. And I have a Pithing Needle, which maybe not the best card and could probably be taken out during sideboarding in this matchup. But there's a couple of things that I can try to name with it.
So for my game 2 hand, it's actually way better than my first one. So I have 2 lands, both of which are mountains, and I have 2 creatures, 1 Dragon Rage Channeler and 1 Soul Scar Mage. For my spells department, I have a Lightning Bolt and 2 Shattering Sprees. Austin, you got nothing but artifacts, and guess what I'm here to take out? Bunch of artifacts. Alright, so how about a mountain?
Okay.
And 1 Channeler.
Stop it.
I'll pass.
Oh, no bobble?
No bobble this time.
What's wrong with you?
Lots of things, actually.
Alright, I'll just play a Razortide Bridge.
You got it.
I'm done.
Okay. Where's the bobble on your end, huh? Yeah.
Somewhere in the deck. What are the odds?
Another land for the turn.
Yep.
Combat.
1?
Just 1.
I'm taking it.
Okay.
I'm at 19.
I'll play a Soul Scar Mage. I'll pass.
All right. Soul Scar Mage pass, you say?
I do.
Why would you say that?
Because it's an ability that I have. I don't know.
I'll play a Darksteel Citadel.
You got it.
Here we're gonna go ahead and play the old Esper Sentinel.
Sure.
That way, when you want to try to bolt me, you gotta pay 1 extra if you don't want me to draw a card.
That is true.
And then maybe a card that you could easily consider taking out during sideboarding that we didn't.
Okay.
We've got a Pithing Needle.
You got it.
Not a lot of good options. I'm just gonna go ahead and name Den of the Bugbear.
Sure.
After that, I'm all set.
Awesome. Let's see what we can do here. Interesting. So we are going to play a land for the turn.
Sure thing.
We are going to play another Dragon Rage Channeler.
You got it.
And then I'm not copying this, but I'm paying the 1 Shattering Spree.
What are you destroying?
I would like to destroy your creature.
You don't want to destroy my Pithing Needle?
No, I'm good. 3 triggers. Surveil 1. I'll keep this on top twice.
All right. Esper Sentinel will go away.
It will. I will move to combat.
Yep.
You got 3 coming at you this time.
I'm taking 3.
I will pass my turn.
All right. How many cards you got over there?
I have 2.
Only 2.
Mighty 2.
Well, I have a Darksteel Citadel.
Okay. Hurt non-colors. I like this.
Oh, I don't need the colors right now.
Oh.
We've got better plans. I'm gonna pay either your choice of blue or white.
Okay.
But only one of them to play an explosive or an engineered explosive.
That's pretty bad.
On 1 color.
Yeah.
Sunburst of 1.
How much do you need to pay to activate?
It only costs 2.
That's scary.
Unfortunately, my Pithing Needle is gonna bite it.
I'm okay with this.
But I'm just gonna pass.
All right. Let's see. Draw for the turn. Go to combat.
Sure.
Send the squad.
All right. I'll activate the explosives.
I'm gonna respond.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Lightning Bolt. Triggers.
Yep.
Targeting you.
Sure thing.
Surveil.
2 Surveil 1s. Do you like the card on top? You got 2 more tries.
I don't think so.
Well, 1 more try. But
Surveil once again.
yep.
I don't think so.
All right.
Still
I'm
a bit on
taking
the
the
stack.
3.
No.
Oh, we're not letting Lightning Bolt resolve?
No, we're
Okay.
letting the other one resolve next. Triggers.
Sure.
It's so awkward. I don't think I want that either. It's gonna go to the yard.
Yep.
Okay, now we can go to resolving everything.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm taking 6 then.
You
just
are.
like that.
You are, just like that.
So
This is my graveyard. I will pass my turn to you with a mighty 1 in my hand.
well, at least I didn't take combat damage.
Something? Yeah.
That's something. We'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, I don't want to really take damage, so I'll just play a tapped bridge here.
Sure.
And then I'll play a Nettle Cyst,
You got it.
which will give me a germ. And
will.
all my lands are artifact lands.
They
so,
are large.
So it is a 5/5. I'm all set.
All right, we need something good here. Shattering Spree. Target.
Taking out the Nettle Cyst. All right, Nettle Cyst goes away,
I'll pass.
and the germ dies as a result of being a 0/0.
Go ahead.
All right. I'll go ahead and play an Esper Sentinel.
You got it.
I'll play a Springleaf Drum.
You got it. Uh-oh, he's counting. Don't count.
Because I do have 6 artifacts in play, this Thought Monitor only
Yeah,
costs a
that's-
single blue.
Pretty good.
I get to draw 2 cards when it enters.
Yup.
And then I'll just play a tapped Seacrum Coast.
Okay.
I got nothing else. I'll pass.
All right. Draw for the turn. How about number 3? I'm gonna
Are you paying? Are you gonna pay one of
Yup,
all?
and I'm gonna replicate as well.
Okay.
2 targets.
Destroy both of these,
Yeah.
and I don't get to draw.
No.
Well, there goes all the Shattering Sprees, maybe.
Play a
You
land.
could have
I don't
one
know. I
more.
played that tapped. I'll pass.
You didn't want to take out my Springleaf Drum?
No,
too?
I'm good. I'm good. You don't need threats. It's okay.
I'll just play a tapped Hollowed Fountain.
Sure.
Go ahead.
End of your turn. I'm gonna find a mountain here.
Sure thing. Well,
All right.
Shattered my... I don't know if you've shattered my dreams yet, but you've definitely shattered a lot of things.
Go ahead. I'm gonna start making some goblins.
Well, that is a den. That's not good for me.
I got a threat in form of a land.
Well, I've got a threat in the form of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artifacts now.
That's not good.
You'll never guess what I'm about
Is it
to
a
play.
thought monitor?
It's a thought monitor to draw some cards.
You got it. How big does this become?
I think I found the land that I want to play this turn. It's an Urza Saga.
Oh, that one's bad.
That seems like probably, if I'm going to draw land, the one that I want to draw.
That one's real bad.
I've got nothing else I want to do, so I'll pass the turn.
How big is that thought monitor?
It's a 2/2.
How big can I make this?
It's a 3/2.
That's not good.
You do get a 1/1 as well.
I do. I'll activate it.
Sure.
I'll make a 1/1 goblin here.
Yep. Well, when it attacks, you get the goblin.
Oh, it does have to be attacking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna attack me with the den to make
I don't
a 1/1.
know. I don't know if that's worth it. I think you know what? You're right. It is. Let's go into combat.
All right. Yeah, I'll trade. Trade the thought monitor for the den.
Take a mighty 1.
I'm taking 1.
I get to keep a goblin.
You do get a goblin.
Go ahead.
More lands for you.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm in good shape now.
Yeah, that Urza Saga.
Urza Saga will go up to 2 when I draw this card here.
Yeah, that's really not good.
I'll play a bridge. And I'll play a sentinel.
Yeah. I'll probably pay almost every time.
And I'll play a portable hole to exile your goblin
That's
forever.
kind of mean. That was very mean.
I'm all set. I'll just pass the turn.
I need something to do something. Hooah! Pay the 1. Target here.
Yep. It'll
Lava dart it. Go ahead.
And on your end step, I'll go ahead and pay 2
Yeah, that's not good.
to activate. I'll make a little construct here.
Very large construct.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 artifacts.
Oh boy. I'm in a lot of trouble.
I'll just untap and draw. This will go up to 3.
What would you like to do?
It's an 8/8.
You have an
Guess I
Urza Saga
don't
as
have
well.
lethal here. Off the saga, I could get that. I'll just make. I'm just gonna let this trigger resolve after tapping for 1. I'm gonna go find
Oh, that's not good.
a Shadow Spear.
Oh, this is seriously not good.
Got my Shadow Spear. I've got 1 mana floating. I'll play another Urza Saga.
That's not good.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and pay
We've seen a culture complete.
7 mana with the one that's floating to play Cauldron Complete. I'll get my Germ. And then I'll pay 2 to equip
Yeah, you got it.
the
Is that
Shadow
lethal?
Spear to the construct. I don't think it's quite lethal. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 artifacts.
Okay.
So this is 11 plus another 5 that'll be coming.
Yeah.
But it is 16, and I do get to gain 11. So I've had this Cauldron Complete in my hand for a long time this game. I've just been waiting to get up to the 7 mana to cast it. Unfortunately, I had some things that were a little bit better to do earlier on when I finally did have the ability to cast it. But now it's time. I've got 9 mana this turn, which means I can get that Shadow Spear, I can equip that Shadow Spear, and I still have 7 mana to play my Cauldron Complete. I get to get in for a lot of damage now. Arven, I don't think you're going to be able to come back with this huge life gain for me and a big swing at you. So I think I'm in pretty good shape now.
You have no cards, right?
I'm at 20. I've got no cards, and you're at 3, and you've got no cards.
Okay, all right.
You do have those 2 lava darts.
I do. Okay, all right. Here we go. Here we go.
I'll just pass.
Hooah!
That's a good one.
I'm gonna play.
You can play your lava darts.
I'm gonna sacrifice 2 mountains and lava dart myself twice and pass the turn.
I'll just attack you for lethal. Good game.
All right. I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm looking at a bunch of lands. I have nothing in hand, nothing in play. I don't know how many outs I have, but here we go. Flip. Mountain. Cool. I die.